Good morning, everyone. It's a lovely Sunday morning here in good old Cincinnati. Zone 6. It's May 17th, and I figured I'd give another update on my garden. Basically because of my tomatoes. They are doing very, very well for this early in the year. They were supposed to come out a week ago, and well, anyway, let me show you what I got. Start off with these four guys. I'm desperately trying to find somewhere to put them. Nowhere to go. These are my last four transplants, so I want to keep looking, hopefully find somewhere, somebody to give them to. This is probably my best one right now. This is the purple bumblebee. This one is loaded with tomatoes right now. Super green, super healthy. The purple bumblebee gets stripes on it, and I think it does like a reddish purple with gold maybe streaks in it. But anyway, this one's got a whole bunch on it. That one's doing really well. This is the orange habanero that I overwintered. It's doing good. It was doing better inside. It looks like it's coming back with some better leaves, but they are really thin leaves, not very wide. I am getting some peppers on it. Where's the big one? The big one's over here somewhere. Anyway, it's got about, there it is, 4 peppers on it. That's the biggest, so they're not very big yet. So that's my overwintered one. This is the patio hybrid. Supposedly really good for containers, a red cherry tomato. Have not grown this before. Really haven't grown a whole lot of different varieties yet, but it's flowering. Looks like it has a tomato getting ready to start there. This one looks really good. I have high hopes for that one. Here's a yum yum pepper. Supposed to be a mini sweet pepper, like a bell pepper but smaller. Started off rough, but it's coming along just fine now. And this is my other patio hybrid. Does not look good because it's very leggy. Hey, the top looks fine, but I don't know if the legginess is going to end up hurting it in the end. But for now, it looks good. Here's the main garden. There's my cilantro. It's May 17th in Zone 6. That thing's already gone to flower. I just can't get cilantro to do well. And there's my 2 Everlong green onion from Burpee. They're looking good. Snow White here, it's got some flowers on it. Here's my other Snow White. It actually has some nice tomatoes on it. Some there, some there. Not bad for May 17th. This plant though, I've noticed, kind of going away now, but some of the leaves have black spots on it. Don't know how bad that is. If anybody knows, I'd appreciate any comments on that. Don't know a whole lot about tomato diseases. As you can see, my plan for action to stake them up is to go 1 large stake and then run strings across them every second plant. This is a purple Russian here. Now it's growing very well, but it gets leaf curl something awful. And it put a scare in me thinking this was the virus. But I am almost 100% sure it is just the physiological one, which I guess isn't as bad. It's got a tomato going. Kind of excited about that. I think this is like a paste tomato or something. That's the darker red, purple kind of color. Okay, this one here is the Kellogg's. The orange beefsteak type tomato. Don't have any on that one yet. This one here is the black Krim. Growing out of control. Very good grower apparently. It's got some tomatoes on it. I think that's a double one. Actually, I did want to show you guys if I can find it later. I have a tomato where, well, I'll pause it and try to come back to it and show you guys. Anyway, Grandma Mary's paste. Thing's barely a foot tall and is loaded down with flowers, so hopefully that's not from being stressed out and it's going to flower too early. This guy just looks pathetic, but he's another Kellogg's and I have plenty of those. So if he doesn't rebound, it should be okay. Here's a Gregory's Alt-Thai. These are, I think all my tomatoes are from tomatogrowers.com. He's looking pretty bad too. Hopefully he'll come back. And there's my super steak from Burpee. These are my carrots. They're doing very well. They get plenty of sun during the day once it gets past these bushes. Okay, there it is. There's the one that has the two tomatoes coming out of the same hat. Sorry for the sudden stop and start there. Didn't want to make you guys dizzy walking back and forth. Okay, let's go back to the main garden again. Show you what I got going on here. Got my pepper plants. They had a rough start. I brought them out way too early. But they're starting to recover. Most of them. Doing well. Got a Serrano here, doing very well. Pepperoncini. There's a Bulgarian carrot. That's recovering pretty well. This is a guajillo. Wow, didn't see that yet. Look at the size of that pepper. May 17th. That makes me happy. Jalapeno. We all know those grow like weeds. I have tons of those, I'm sure. This back here is the Hungarian hot wax. Don't have markers on all these, so I'm not going to be able to tell you the names of all of them. Like this one here that's doing well. It's a lot of flowers, but I don't see the marker anywhere, so I don't know what it is. Got some of them aren't doing too hot. Down here, there's an orange habanero. It's what I make most of my hot sauce, so I really need those guys to take off. Got a rocotillo going on here. Kind of small, very leafy. Other than that, looking good. This is a white habanero. Starting off slowly. Another yum yum, the sweet hybrid one, or the sweet pepper ones. That grows small. Another Serrano. Not sure what that guy is. Really looking really good. My one basil plant I got coming up. Got more inside, so I'll get them out. They apparently like it really warm. Not sure what that is. That might be one of my seeds for my orange habanero plant, so I don't know what that'll end up being. And another one, very small. And this will fill in the rest of the ones that I have started inside. Some more of my tomato plants. Not sure what he is. Looks like there's no marker. Here's another Gregory's Alt-Thai. This one I believe is another paste tomato that's got a lot of flowers coming up and it's not very tall yet. This one I believe is another Kellogg's breakfast. Should have plenty of those going. This guy's looking good here. Not sure what he is, but he's looking good. And another pepper plant. And another pepper plant. I've just been throwing them in where I can find space because I have plenty of extras. And go along here, these are my radishes. Some of them are getting super large greens on them. And when you go down, it's this variety here that's kind of brown. Hardly any radish. The other ones, I'm getting decent sized radishes on it. There. And you know, the ones that are doing the best are the white ones. Some more green onions I got coming up. Very good growers, hard to kill them. There's a bunch of my cilantro that, if I remind you guys, it is May 17th and they are going to flower. It has been unusually hot, so I guess that's why. But that's all the taller it got, and it's now got the thick stem, flowers growing on it. And we like cilantro, the leaves, not coriander, the seed. So maybe I have to start some more radishes. As you can see, the white ones are doing a lot better than any other variety. And they're okay. They're not as spicy as the red ones. They're okay. A few more onions. More cilantro going to seed. So this is the wide angle shot of the garden. The main section. I keep expanding it. Have some more tomato plants over here. I'm not sure on the varieties. That's another black crim. I should have plenty of those. I think that's a purple Russian again. We'll find out later. Okay, over here I have 5 cucumber plants. Now they're going to get some good sun until probably about noon, 1 o'clock, so I don't know if that's enough. But they're doing pretty well for now. We'll see what happens. But these bushes, if I took them down, they get a whole lot more sun, but I don't know how that would go over with the wife and the neighbors, so we'll leave them up. Here's my eggplant section. They'll get a little bit more sun than the cucumbers, but not a whole lot. Tomatoes did well over here last year, so I'm hoping they'll get enough sun, especially on this part. I mean, it already looks like it's got a grown eggplant, but that looks like a bunch of eggplants there, getting ready to start. That's obviously the best one, but they're looking pretty good. I think they're liking this unusual heat. Okay, let me take you over to the other side. Okay, this is the second half of my garden, just on the other side of the yard, but it's got most of the fruit in with some vegetables. Got a lot of weeding to do. The grass that was here before I started killing it's coming up through the leaves. But this section is mainly for the raspberries. This guy's doing pretty well. The other ones are not. Taking their own sweet time, but at least they're all alive. So I guess they'll come through. Put some beets in front of it, just because I can. And you see I got a lot of grass I need to get out of here. This is my first cantaloupe. The cantaloupe will grow along here. Got that guy there. And this one's looking pretty good. And he's going to climb up this trellis and then back down it and then in the grass if he needs more room. Someday, maybe somebody can give me some advice on this. I would love to put grapes in here. You grow it along the top. Don't know how that would work here in zone 6, but that would be next year maybe. Here I got some more radishes, the good old-fashioned red ones from Burpee. Yeah, the Mardi Gras mix is okay, but just a good old-fashioned radish to me is the best, the Cherry Belle. Here's the first blueberry plant I got from Sam's, and it is looking awful. There's no green. Don't know if that one's going to live or not. Here's some more beets I started over a month ago. They're just not growing very well. And there's plenty of them here, and they're growing, but they're not getting any bigger. Don't know how long they take, but I would have thought by now they'd have got a lot bigger. Here's my other blueberry from Sam's, looking just as bad as the first one. Don't know what happened. Here's a bush I grew that I took out. It's one of these here. So I need to somehow get that stump out of there. This is a blueberry plant I got from Burpee, and it looks pretty good. It's already flowered, had flowers drop off. Let's see if we get any blueberries. Here's my watermelon plant. I started indoors and it's got very leggy. So hopefully it'll survive. Wish it would start taking off more. Some more radishes getting covered up by my massive leaves that I have in my yard. A watermelon that's not come up yet. Here's some zucchini, looking good, I guess. Once it warms up, it'll do better, I'm sure. Another zucchini. And a new zucchini. My transplant there died, so I started a new one. This section will be hopefully watermelon once they start get going. I only got that one up so far. Here's a side yard. They don't really get sun till about noon, 1 o'clock. So we'll just see how this goes. That one is looking bad. Something ate that up. These are all jalapenos and serranos. That one is looking good. This one's looking good, but there's something eating holes over here. This one's getting eaten real bad. I don't know what eats holes in pepper plants. Sorry about that, everyone. The card got full on my camera. Just picking up where I left off. Another pepper plant. Got flowers starting on it. Serrano. There's another tomato plant. I think that's a snow white. I got so many snow whites. I need to take this down. This guy here, it's just the tall grass, and there's some kind of weed coming through it that needs to be gone. But the main reason it's still here is it's covering up my compost crap. Stuff I got rid of, I just throw back here. I don't have the heart to put it in a landfill. Here's a butternut squash. And if you notice, there are a ton of leaves growing through here. And water's really not getting through at all. But I do have like openings in there for it to get through. This is kind of my way to kill the grass and expand the garden, was with these leaves. And the city gave me 17 cubic yards, which is a lot more than I thought it would be. But anyway, if you see my other videos, you can see how much I have expanded this with the leaves. There's another tomato plant I put there because I had nowhere else to go with it. Might be kind of close to that one, but that's okay. This one looks to be another black creme here. This guy looks awful. No idea what he is. He might be a Sioux. Not sure. It's another butternut. Now, these leaves are kind of yellow. Not very green. I don't know if I need to get some fertilizer over here or what. Maybe put some compost down. Another tomato plant. Another tomato plant. Another butternut squash. Still looking yellow. Maybe that's just the way they grow. I don't know. There's another snow white. I'm gonna have so many white cherry tomatoes, it's not even funny. Put some extra cantaloupe over here. I don't know how well these will do, if they'll get enough sun. They're on between two houses. Another cantaloupe looking good. And here's a pepper plant that's kind of got some odd looking leaves. And I wonder if it's because it's next to whatever kind of exhaust that is. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. And another cantaloupe, tomato, and another pepper plant. And anyway, this section of the garden is obviously on the side of the house. I imagine the sun will hit for about, when 5 or 6, maybe 7 hours going through there. So don't know if that'll be enough for all these or not. So anyway, that's my garden update for today, May 17th. If you have any questions, comments, I'd love to hear them. So be sure to subscribe, like, and comment. Thanks.